Welcome to Tune In Tampa with Jessica, the show where we break down the real estate market, the neighborhoods we love, and the stories shaping life here in Tampa Bay. I'm Jessica McKiverkin, local Tampa realtor, community connector, and your guide to everything happening in our corner of the Gulf Coast. So, I wanted to take a moment to share a little bit about who I am, where I come from, and how I ended up here, helping people navigate one of the biggest transitions of their lives in Tampa Bay. I was born and raised just outside of New York City with ties to both New York and New Jersey. And like a lot of people who grew up in the Northeast, I've always had the mix of grit, drive, and a love for beautiful spaces. But my real estate story actually started long before I ever had a license. Back in 2006, when I was living in New York, I bought my first property in Hoboken, New Jersey. And that experience planted the first real seed for me. I didn't know it at the time, but that was the moment the crumbs of real estate started showing up everywhere. I found myself paying attention to floor plans, renovations, staging, neighborhoods, and the way people lived inside their homes. Even when I was working in the fashion industry, I was always the go to source for all things happening, whether residential or commercial development along the Hudson River. And I knew it all. Anytime I spoke about it, people would always ask if I was in real estate. Fast forward to 2017 when I moved to Tampa Bay and everything clicked. I fell in love with the lifestyle here, the neighborhoods, the architecture, the energy, the growth, and eventually I decided it was time to stop ignoring the signs and finally get my real estate license, which I did in 2022. Today, I bring that refined East Coast sensibility and relentless drive to Florida's Gulf Coast market. I blend strategy with heart and I approach every client relationship with the same intention to make buying or selling a home feel seamless, elevated, and deeply supported. Whether you're relocating, upsizing, downsizing, or investing, my goal is to help you move with clarity and confidence and to see the full potential in every space you walk into. So that's a little bit about my journey from New York beginnings to those early real estate breadcrumbs to building a business here in Tampa that I'm incredibly proud of. Thanks for listening, and until next time.